I think a lot of people get hung up on this idea that you need to make your money back fast. And I can tell you from someone who's now been doing this for close to 6 years, the businesses who can be patient in getting their money back are the ones who are destroying advertising right now. In one of my companies right now, which is a software company where the average client is spending a minimum of $18,000 and some clients spend upwards of $40,000, our average sales cycle is minimum a week, if not usually like a week and a half. And that is it. We're not doing like anything fancy there. We're just doing a traditional book a demo call and get a demo of the software. So that means for a whole week and a half, for a full 10 days, we are floating money out into the universe and hoping that it's going to come back to us eventually. It's an incredibly difficult thing to do. And it's like, obviously, if I'm just like showing you these numbers and you're looking at it from like an objective perspective, it is very easy to be like, oh, of course, if I'm getting $4 back for every dollar I put in, of course I'll do that every day of the week. But I'll tell you, it is a very different thing to actually do when it is your money coming out of your account, it's being charged to your credit card, and you're spending as much as, we were spending. You can see here on the low ticket funnel alone, on some days we would be spending upwards of $16,000, $17,000, $18,000 a day on top of an additional $8,000 a day on the VSL. So in this given month, we were spending $25,000 a day. Can you imagine going 7 days, spending $25,000 a day, or even 10% of that, $2,500 a day? A week of spending $2,500 a day would be like $15,000, $16,000. Imagine just floating $15,000, $16,000 out there with the hope, with the guess that, okay, yeah, this is one day gonna come back. The reason I stress this is because by far, if you are building a business that is being fueled by paid advertising, 90% of the game is literally just this. It's the mindset around spending money. And obviously, we had the benefit now of, like I said, this was a product, this was an offer that we had been selling for around like 18 months. So it wasn't like we were literally going into the negative with every dollar that we spent on advertising. We had cash flow that had already been coming in from all of the previous months. But naturally, if you want to grow, if you want to scale with paid advertising, you're going to have to spend more on advertising, which almost always means your outflows of cash are going to be greater than the inflows of cash. And it's not going to be instant. It is almost never, unless you're like in the world's least competitive industry where you are literally the only advertiser advertising to people, unless that is the case, you are almost always going to have a delay. And 7 to 10 days is very reasonable. Like, this is after we had a really dialed in process. We had like a super dialed in team. The average is honestly probably like 2 to 4 weeks. So imagine being willing to float more advertising spend for 2 to 4 weeks with the hope that at the end of this month, we're going to be seeing an increase in our cash flow, an increase in revenue.